Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, which is who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I just wanted to do a little lesson. I spoke about this a few days ago, but I just wanted to do an in-depth a lesson on this, man. Okay, that, hey, look, we were born with nothing into this life, and it's also certain that we can carry nothing out. Okay, and that's a heavy thing, man. Okay, that's truly a heavy fault to have. Okay, that hey, look, we came into this life, owning nothing. But hey, when you leave here, you can't take nothing with you, man. Okay, and that's a humbling fault to have. Okay, it makes you want to look into something called minimalism. Look into that when you get the chance. I also recommend a podcast. Go on YouTube and look up a channel named The Minimalist. Okay, that's I believe their name is Joshua and Ryan. Okay, there's two guys on there. Basically, they give you advice on how to living with less. I certainly recommend everybody check that out. And the topic of minimalism. All right, look that up on YouTube. Right, it would change your life there. But that ties in with what we're talking about here, man. Okay, because especially those of us who were raised in America, Babylon the Great. This society is built off of consumerism. Okay, in this society, we're all taught to just to live our life and to keep gaining more belongings to us, right? Keep buying stuff, right? Keep buying and buying. That's what we're all taught here in this society, man. Okay, but that's not the right way to go. I mean, hell, man, I know certain guys who have 2 storage units to haul all their stuff around it, right? When when it's moving day, got to take damn 2 or 3 trips with the damn U-Haul to haul all of their stuff around the country, or as Larkin Rose would say, the country. Inside joke. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, the truth is, and it's a hard truth, but it just is the truth, right? That hey, look, it doesn't matter, whether you're, higher up of the society or, at the bottom. None of us can carry nothing out of this life. In fact, I remember this one quote. A few hundred years ago, there was a man who was, put on death row, and his last words before he was executed, his last words were, from the street sweeper to the king, everyone dances with the grim reaper. And I'm nearly paraphrasing that. You can look that whole phrase up for yourself, man. Okay, but yeah, that's some great last words, man. Okay, that hey, look, it doesn't matter whether you're, a king, a peasant, right, one in the dungeon, and we're talking back then, right, or even today, right, people who are in the jail cell. It doesn't matter, man. Hey, look, all of us are gonna, experience death, man. Hey, that's the curse that goes throughout the entire earth, right? It is every man, woman, and child will eventually have to taste of death. Okay, what is death, by the way? According to the Bible, when you die, your spirit just departs from your body and goes up to the Most High. Okay, and your spirit dwells in the spiritual world. And that's, let me even get something real quick. Another good precept to read, which I won't get for the sake of time, would be the book of Job, the 3rd chapter, right? Job chapter 3. It says what? There the wicked, they cease from troubling, and there the weary, they are at rest, right? And that's what happens when you die. Your spirit goes to the spiritual world, and you rest in peace. Excuse my stutter. That's why on the gravestones they put rest in peace, right? And they say that for someone who died in a car accident, or one who passes away of natural causes, or a a murderer. When you die, they put on your gravestone, rest in peace. Why? Because they know that when you die, you just your spirit just departs from the body and goes up to the Most High, and you sleep. And just to prove that real quick, let's go to the book of John chapter 11. John chapter 11 and verse excuse me just a moment. John chapter 11, verse 11. All right, let me see. All right, this is John chapter 11, verse 11. It says, "These things said he, and after that he said unto them, Our friend Lazarus sleepeth, but I go that I may awake him out of sleep. Then said his disciples, Lord, if he sleep, he shall do well. Howbeit Yahushua spoke as his death, for they thought that he had spoken of taking a rest and sleep. Then said Yahushua unto them plainly, Lazarus is dead." Okay, so what we are seeing here is clearly, when you read in the text, when you die, it just, you go to a perpetual sleep. Okay, that's just what death is according to the Bible. Okay, and that's a whole nother video on itself, so I don't want to side away into that separate topic. So we'll get back on topic. Okay, let's go to the book of 1 Timothy. Bear with me just a moment. Yeah, I'm just looking for the book of Timothy here. Let me just check real quick at the front. Okay, 1 Timothy chapter 6. We'll start at verse 7. All right, bear with me just a moment. Hoping it don't rain on me here. All right, 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, "For we brought nothing into this life, or into this world, and it is certain that we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and the snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some cover after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." Right, and that's deep, man. Okay, it's a whole lot of meat right there, man. Okay, a whole lot of deep knowledge that's being given there, man. Okay, hey, look, got guys out here, man, who are chasing that bag, man. I mean, hell, that's why you have a saying that goes, hey, money makes the world go round. All right, money makes the entire world go round, man. That's what the saying is. Okay, and that's that's true. Which I know the world doesn't actually move, but the saying is true that money makes things happen. In fact, the scriptures tell you that money is a defense and money answers all things. Okay, that's why if you commit a crime, you can be bailed out of prison, right? Somebody can give a ransom, okay, a certain amount of money that they can pay to the state, and then you can be delivered from your sentence. Okay, look that up. But yeah, man, it just shows you, man. All right, that's why those who are at the top of the world, they can commit all types of crimes or whatnot, and they can all get away with it. Why? Because they have the bag. In fact, when you read about the when Christ was crucified, right, when he rose on the third day, they said the Pharisees said some soldiers by the tomb to watch to make sure that he did not rise or nobody stole his body. But then when they actually saw Christ rise from the dead, they were going to go around telling people that. But what the Pharisees did is they paid them a large sum of money. It doesn't say how much, but it said they paid them a large sum of money so they don't go around telling people about this. They made an oath with them saying, hey, look, we'll give you this much money or that much money, but you must agree that you're not going to tell anybody about this. And that's the same thing that they're doing with these UFO sightings, man. All right, which really it's not common today, but they used to pay people money to say, hey, well, don't talk about that, and we'll give you some hush money. Well, we'll give you some hush money. Don't talk about that. We'll pay you off. right? So a lot of these cats in the truth, man, they got paid off. And let's like the Christian church. The Christian church got paid off. They're under something called the 501c3, which basically means what? That they can only teach certain things, right? There's certain topics they are not allowed to teach because they are tax exempt, right? They don't have to pay money. They get to keep the money that they make, okay? But in exchange, there's certain things that they cannot teach. Okay, so hey, they took the bag, man. They pretty much threw Yahweh Shai or Christ. They threw him under the bus, man. Okay, bear with me a moment. You know, that's deep, man. Let's go back up. 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 7. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain that we can carry nothing out. Right, and that's why, you know, we're not looking to make ourselves rich in this society, man. All right, we're not looking to make ourselves, you know, all rich up here in this society, man. Okay, because hey, look, at the end of the day, you know, all these riches are going to come to nothing. Okay, all these riches are going to come to naught one day, right, in the very near future. Okay, so, you know, you just got to, you know, remember that, hey, look, man, this place, you know, Babylon the Great, you know, America, this place is going out, man. And you can clearly see it. Bear with me a moment. Okay, this is a little parable I want to read real quick. Okay, this is the book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 16. It says, Then saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plenty, and he thought within himself, saying, What shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, This will I do, I will pull down my barns, and will build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, Soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat and drink, and be merry. But Yahweh said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be? Then whose shall those things be, which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasures for himself, and is not rich toward Yahweh. Right, so, you know, that's a heavy thing, man. Okay, which of course that's just a parable, right? That's not an actual true story that happened. Which, I mean, hell, could that have happened? Possibly, but that's a parable, right? What is a parable? You have stories such as, you know, the tortoise and the hare. What is the moral of that story? Did that actually happen? No, but it's a moral of a story to try to teach children that, hey, look, take your time with your school test. You know, don't rush through it, because at the end of the year, right, those who rush through all their stuff, they're going to have to repeat the whole year over again. But if you take your time and actually study and do good, you're going to be able to pass on to the next grade, right? So, you know, there's certain stories that are given which are not necessarily true, but they're given for inspiration. Okay, it's very simple, just as the one I have given. Right, so the story given there, man, it's basically symbolic of what? That, hey, look, you know, even though you worked up your entire life to get such a great amount of numbers in your bank account or possessions that you physically own, you know, hey, look, your soul's going to be taken from you tonight. So who are your goods going to go to? You're not going to get them anymore. So it's saying what? You know, hey, look, man, you know, we're not looking to build ourselves up in this society, man. And I can speak for myself. Hey, look, IETT, you know, Yasha, I'm a very poor man. Okay, I don't have any substance. I don't have any money. Right? Me got no money. Okay, I'm a very poor man. Okay, but you know what? That's just what it is, man. Okay, that's just what it is. Hey, the scriptures say the Lord makes poor and he also makes rich. Okay, but hey, you know, as we just read in Timothy, that those who that have riches, they fall into many diverse temptations, right? So, you know, yeah, you know, of course it's good to have a lot of money in the bank account, you know, because then you can actually do what you want, right? But hey, there are certain rich people who got, you know, kidnapped and killed, you know, got, you know, their children taken from them and held hostage for large sums of money. There's many men who committed suicide, you know, because of you know, the stress that comes with being rich. Why? Because every phone call you get, somebody's going to be looking for money. Your family ain't going to like you anymore because you're not going to They expect you to pay for everything. Okay, you're not going to have, just like there was one man out there, I forget his name, but he was the creator of a game I used to play called Minecraft, which you can look him up. But he had basically like, I want to say about $3 billion that he got from selling the game. And that was in his bank account, like $3 billion. And he said in an interview that he suffers from depression. So it's like, one would think, well, how could you suffer from depression if you have $3 billion in your bank account? Do you know how much a billion is? A billion is a million 1,000 times. Okay, so he could literally spend $1 million 3,000 times, man. It's crazy. But he said he suffers from depression. So when he said why, as he said that, even though I have more money than what I could ever spend in my life in 100 lifetimes, I can never really find a woman who likes me for who I am, right? It's only about the money which I have, right? So he really can't find a real relationship for someone who loves him for who he is, but it's rather because of the amount of wealth that he has, all right? Why is that? Because money corrupts, okay? So hey, even though there's perks that come with being rich, at the end of the day, man, there's many, may I say, cons, right? There's pros that come with it, of course, but there's many cons, right? And the cons outlive the pros, for lack of better words. Bear with me just a moment. Let's see. Let's go to the book of Job. Right, so hey man, the moral of the story, man, is that look, we just got to take upon us, whatever comes upon us, we just got to take cheerfully, man. Okay, because hey, look, man, I'll tell you, I've been hit hard recently, man. I've taken a lot of financial losses, in the near past, okay? Like I'm talking a couple months ago, hell, every day is a financial loss for me. But that's just the way it is, okay? That's just a lot that I have, and I have to accept that. Because hey, look, scriptures say what? Hey, the him that overcomes will gain power over all things, right? And that's what we're looking for, is to what? To make it to the end, so that we can sit with Yahweh Shai in His kingdom, man. Okay, and that's your reward at the end of the day, is being a ruler over many great nations, man. And that's what is that? That's Revelation, the 2nd chapter, and it's reiterated in Revelation, I believe it's 21st chapter. Let me see. Right, now let's look back at Job, right? Now if you read the story of Job, which I'm not going to get it for the sake of time, but if you read the whole story, basically Job lost his children, his cattle, his servants, right? And many other things. He lost all of those in literally one day. All those things were stripped away from Job in literally one day, man. Okay, but guess what? After all that, Job said, hey, you know what? The Lord gives and He takes away, right? Blessed be the Most High. It's like, man, that takes a lot of faith, man. That's something really to look up to. Who in such great adversity and misfortune could say, blessed be the Most High, man? Hey, we got to look up to that, man, right? Let me just get this real quick. Job chapter 1 and let's start at verse 20. And this is after his servants came to him and told him the great misfortunes which the Lord has brought upon him, right? All these great misfortunes that just took place. And this is what Job responded with. It says, Job chapter 1 verse 20, it says, then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell on the ground and worshipped and said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return hither. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Most High. And in all this Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly. Right, so hey, look, man, in the midst of all such great and misfortune and adversity, Job said, hey, you know what? Hey, look, the Lord gives and He takes away. Blessed be the Most High. And it's like, man, that's great faith right there, man. Okay, a lot of us might not be able to do that, man. In the face of such great misfortune and adversity, that's man, that man should be looked up to, man. We really got to look up to Job for that, man. Okay, it's like, man, think about that. His children were killed, his cattle got stolen, his servants got killed, all in the same day. But he still said, blessed be the Most High, Yahweh and Yahweh, right? Blessed be Yahweh. It's like, damn, that's great faith right there, man. Right, that's great faith. So, in the midst of all our great misfortunes and adversity, we got to remain faithful, man. Because, hey, look, we shouldn't be trying to build ourselves up in this society, man. Okay, because, hey, look, this place is coming to naught, man. And you can see it, right? We're clearly in the time when the Lord is beginning to visit the world. Oh, what is that? That's 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, right? When there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, you will then understand this is the very same time where the highest will begin to visit the world, right? And the highest is now visiting the world, and you can see it. You can see what's going on. The highest is visiting the world. Okay, only a damn fool could not see that. Okay, let me see real quick. Let's go to the book of Philippians. You see real quick. Philippians chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, "Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I might win Yahushua." Right, and that's, man, let me read that again. Philippians chapter 3 and verse 8. "Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of the Lord, Yahushua, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I might win Yahushua." Man, that shows great faith, man. Okay, that he's lost all things, right? He suffered the loss of many great things, man, right? Many great misfortunes came upon Paul. Because Paul started out, if you read the story, he started off as, he was persecuting and killing Christians, man. But guess what? The Lord used him to be a very great apostle, man. And that shows you the mercy of the Lord. Paul started off as being one who killed the servants of the Lord. But guess what? The Lord said, hey, you know what? Hey, I'm going to use you. Okay? I'm going to use you. It's like, man, that shows the mercy of the Most High, man. That shows how merciful the Lord is. I mean, hell, Yahushua, scriptures say what? While we were all yet sinners, Christ died for us, man. And that's a heavy thing, man, right? While we were all yet sinners, Yahushua came down and went up on the cross for all of us, man. Oh, and what is that? That's John chapter 15, verse 13, right? "Greater love has no man than he who lays down his life for his friends." Right, and that's what Yahushua did, right? That's what Yahushua did, right? For the sins of all Israel. Okay, Christ died for all the sins of the nation of Israel. Okay, that whosoever of the nation of Israel who believes in him, they can receive salvation. Right, whoever is of the nation of Israel who believes in the sacrifice of Yahushua, then you can be saved. Okay, which John 3:16 is not talking about the entire world, by the way. And that's a whole nother video topic. But hey, man, it's very clear. Okay, it's very clear at the end of the day, man, that, hey, look, there's going to be many great misfortunes that are going to come upon us in these times, man. But, hey, we got to be faithful in these misfortunes, man, because, hey, look, the Lord is the one who does these things. Okay, so, hey, we just got to accept it and take it cheerfully. I want to this is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 25. "But that which thou hast already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keeps my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. And I will give him the morning star." Right, so, that's the great reward, man. And if you go, what is that? Matthew the 19th chapter, right? The apostles, they asked Christ, hey, look, we've given up all these things to follow after you. What are you going to give us? For those misfortunes that came upon us, in this thing of ours, as Apostle Gabar will call it, which, of course, if I did not say it, I want to give a sincere shalom and most sincere respect unto the apostles and to the elders of GMS Great Millstone, right? May the Most High Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, bless all those men, right? Hey, look, I want to be on the chariot with Apostle Gabar, Tahar, Ramlab, and Rakah. Right, and hey, we want Mighty God to be there too, man. Right, we want all these brothers to make it. Hey, I want Luke Matt to make it. Right, we want Brother Miles to make it. We want the son to make it, right? We want all these brothers to make it with us, man. Okay, we want all those brothers on there. Okay, and all you brothers are watching, man. We hope that all you brothers receive salvation. All right. Hey, if EJ Love an Israelite, then hey, may he make it. Andrew Ashby, hey, if he's an Israelite, may he make it. Okay. You know, and that's how it is, man. Hey, look, we're not looking for anyone to perish, man. Right? If it be good, right? If they be of the tribes of Israel, then hey, believe this and you can be saved. Very simple. Gonna wrap up in a minute here. Let's go to bear with me just a moment. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21, and verse for free. It says, "And I heard a voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them, and be their God. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall be any more pain, for the former things are passed away." Which, hold up. That disproves the whole preterism. Because wait a second, if we're living in the kingdom of Christ today in the year 2021, well, that certainly hasn't came to pass. Let me just check the video time. Okay, I got 2 minutes. Gonna be wrapping up here. Says, "And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful." Let me just jump down. Verse 7, "And he that overcomes shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son." Right. And that's good scripture to end off on, man. Hey, look, to him that overcomes, he's gonna gain power over all things. Right, and that's what we gotta look forward to, man. Right, if we be of those men, we're gonna gain power over all things, man. And that's that's truly something to fight for, man. Okay, to gain power over the world. All right, that's truly something to fight for, man. Okay, that we might be one of those who receive such a great inheritance, man. Okay, anyway, my video time's running out, so I'm gonna have to end the lesson. I do want to end off by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, for this truth. Of course, and sincere, shalom to all the brothers who stuck with us for this whole lesson. If anybody made this far into the video, put hashtag monster in the comment section down below. If anybody made this far. Anyway, I'm going to say shalom.